What is up, Ultimate Ninjas? Welcome to the finals of Season 3 of the Competitive League. If you made it this far, congratulations. Let's jump right into the course. Today's course has 10 obstacles and a time limit of 3 minutes. Again, you could use liquid chalk and you could have one person following you on the course for filming or whatnot. Let's jump right into it. First obstacle is the sonic curve. You will start here. You could use as much run up as you can to this gray. This tumble track you can use, but you cannot step past it. Once you pass this tumble track, there is no incidental contact with the blue floor. You will work your way. You could use your hands and feet on the steps. Just know using the tops for your feet. And then dismounting onto the green. This is a 2-point obstacle. You receive your first point when you touch step number 3, and you receive your second point when you dismount onto the green. Next up is the spider move. You're going to use the spider, work your way through to the cone, to the cone, to the fist, and dismount onto the red. This is a 3-point obstacle. You receive your first point for touching the spider, second point for using the second cone, and your third point when you dismount onto the red. For the red, you cannot touch the blue floor past it. This is a precise dismount because it carries in to your next obstacle, the stones. You will use the black stones with your feet only, no hands, and work your way to dismounting on the blue. This is a 2-point obstacle. You receive your first point when you reach stone number 3, and your second point when you dismount onto the blue. There's no using this truss. This truss is off, this pad is off, no using your hands for anything to collect yourself. Then you're moving on to the rings. The crazy rings. You will use the ring if you're a little shorter and need to step up. We got this green box here. Hands only on the rings as you work your way through. As you can see, the rings have varying heights as they go all the way through, and you will dismount past the red pad. There's no incidental contact allowed with the red pad, so make sure you keep your feet up at all times. This is a 3-point obstacle. You receive your first point when you touch ring number 3. You receive your second point when you touch ring number 6. And you receive your third and final point when you dismount past the red onto the blue. From there, we'll go on to the wobbly boxes. You will start on this big red pad, and you will work your way through the jump boxes using only your feet. You are not allowed to use your hands. Your hands cannot touch anything. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff around. Your hands cannot touch anything throughout this obstacle. Feet only as you work your way through the jump boxes all the way to dismounting onto this green pad. This is a 3-point obstacle. Receive your first point for touching step number 2, second point for touching step number 3, and your third point for landing on the green box. You are not allowed to use the trusses for your dismount. Then you're moving on to the Lachey lane. You're using this bar to get to this bar, to get to the cones. Now for the cones, I want camera to come in here for a second. You cannot use your hand over the cones. So no putting your finger over the top. Your hand must be below the surface of the nunchuck. So no putting your hand up by the eye bolt. It must stay on the side of the nunchuck, like so. Nunchuck, you can use this bar and then land on this red pad. No using the truss again, and then no stepping onto the blue. From here, you will go straight to your next obstacle, so it's a precision dismount. If you step on the gray, use the truss, or land on the blue, you lose your dismount point. All right, you will get your first point when you touch bar number 1. Second point for touching the nunchucks, and then your third point for dismounting onto the red. From there, you will go to this red pad again. No using this truss. You cannot use this truss. Going straight to this red pad, no using the truss, no using the blue floor. I'm going to reiterate that. No using the truss, no using the blue floor. You're going from red pad to red pad. On to the monkey bars. For our shorter competitors, we'll have another box here so you can get up here. You will use the monkey bars all the way down to the grade. This is a 2-point obstacle. Receive your first point for touching a monkey bar on the second side, and then you receive your second point when you dismount onto the grade. From there, you will come over here to heartbreak in space. You're going to use the trapeze bar, build your swing, catch the UFO. From the UFO, build your swing, launch to the heart. From the heart, you will build your swing and then dismount on the red pad past this white line. On finals night, this line will be a lot bigger, a lot more distinct. All right, from there, let me do the points. Points are important. You get 1 point for touching the UFO, 2 points for touching the heart, and your third and final point when you land past the line. From there, you will go on to the U-curve. You will use the balance pipes, the black part of the balance pipes only, no using the green, to the wood plank, no using the blue, to the balance board, no using the green, to the plank, again, no using the blue, to the pipes, no using the green. This is a 5-point obstacle. You receive your first point. You touch this pipe. This is a feet-only obstacle. No using your hands on this obstacle. First point for touching this pipe. Second point for touching this PVC. Third point for touching this cannonball. Fourth point for touching this wood plank. And your fifth and final point for landing on the trampoline. From there, you will go to threading the needle. You will take the cane, big jump. Let me get this out of the way. This should be. Don't worry, parents, this will all be padded. Just didn't do it today. Take the cane, big jump, put the cane in the loop, big swing, and then dismount onto the green and hit the buzzer. This is a 2-point obstacle. You receive your first point for the cane, touching the ring, and then receive your second point for dismounting on or past the green and hitting the buzzer before your 3 minutes expire. All right, guys, it's the final week. It's the finals. Put it all on the line tonight. Go crush it. All right, ninjas, here's your full course run. Pay attention.